This angel of death is the AC-130J Ghostrider Gunship. It is the newest installment of a long list of aerial gunships which started in the Vietnam War. The AC-130's main roles are to provide close air support for ground forces, air interdiction, and armed reconnaissance. The Ghostrider can trace its lineage back to the early 1960s when two C-47 aircraft were fitted with three General Electric Minigun modules, each of which were capable of delivering up to 6,000 Freedom seats per minute. These trial aircraft were designated as FC-47s. The miniguns were mounted on the port or left side of the aircraft. To engage targets, these gunships conducted a left bank pylon turn and basically just pointed the tip of the left wing to the target on the ground they wished to make unalive, and made circles around that target until it was no longer a threat. Mounting these weapon systems on a cargo aircraft, which were specifically built to have extended range and flight times, also meant these death dealers could loiter above where they were needed the most for extended periods of time. These traits have been handed down to the AC-130J Ghostrider, which is used today. Combat testing started in December 1964 and was an instant success, providing close air support for several special forces camps in late 1964 and early 1965. These FC-47s were later reclassified as AC-47Ds and picked up the call sign Spooky because of their operation at night. Due to how their tracer fire looked against the night sky, the Viet Cong and North Vietnamese soldiers called them the Dragon Ship. Once American soldiers heard of this, they threw their own twist on that and nicknamed the AC-47s Puff the Magic Dragon. In 1968, the amount of hate Puff was able to rain down was introduced to the civilian world in the John Wayne movie, The Green Berets.
Puff the Magic Dragon's on the horn. To ground. Where do you want it? Put it on the camper. It'll only take a minute.
By the time this film was released, the United States Air Force already felt the need to deliver more destruction, and Project Gunship 2 was started on the Lockheed C-130 aircraft. The new aircraft was designated the AC-130A Spectre Gunship and started operations in Vietnam in 1968. Armament for the AC-130A consisted of combinations of two 7.62 by 51 Mike or 308 caliber Gao miniguns, two 20 Mike M61 Vulcan Cannons, and a 40 Mike Bofors Cannon. Around 1969, a 105 Mike cannon from an M102 Howitzer. That's right, a fucking artillery piece. Can't really get more destructive than that. The Air Force put that on a cargo plane and is capable of delivering between 35 and 50 pounds of freedom per round. A 105mm round has a kill radius of about 30 meters depending on what type of round is fired. So when one of these rounds is fired, anyone standing in half a football field is pink mist. This model was designated the AC-130E Spectre and was later updated to the AC-130H Spectre Gunship. The 105 was fitted with the M137A recoil mechanism from the M102 Howitzer as well, but firing this from an aerial platform still produces enough recoil to move the AC-130 about 6 feet to the right with each round. Aside from the 105, the AC-130H Spectre retained two M61 Vulcan Cannons and the 40 Mike Bofors Cannon. The AC-130U Spooky 2 came out around 1995 and was armed with the General Dynamics 25 Mike Gal 12U Equalizer, which is a 5-barreled rotary cannon dispensing diplomacy at a maximum rate of 4,200 rounds per minute. Also included was a Bofors Cannon and the Gal 105 Howitzer. In the early years of the global war on terror, the Air Force realized that they were not delivering destruction from the wings or the tail of the aircraft. Realizing they had a bunch of wasted real estate, modifications were made. The result of this is the AC-130W Stinger II, which debuted in 2012, and the AC-130J Ghostrider in 2017. Both airframes were equipped with one 30 Mike ATK Gal 23A autocannon and an updated Gal 105 Howitzer. The Gunslinger weapons package was also added, which allows combinations of wing-mounted AGM-114 Hellfire Missiles and GBU-39 or GBU-53 small-diameter bombs. These newest models of the AC-130s can also yeet AGM-176 Griffin missiles out of the back of the aircraft. The Griffin missiles can either be mounted on the ramp as a rocket system or shot through the floor with individual tubes, which allows the aircraft to stay pressurized during flight. Advancements in air defenses were also needed due to the improvement of ground-to-air enemy capabilities. So upgrades to navigation, mission systems, and countermeasure systems, which include early radar warning, digital radio frequency jamming, directional infrared countermeasures, and chaff flare dispensers were also installed in the aircraft. Currently, the Air Force has plans to remove the 105mm howitzer from the aircraft and replace it with a laser weapon system and cruise missiles, which will increase its survivability and make sure that this aircraft is flying for years into the future. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Until next time, Trash Panda Actual out.